All right, so in today's vlog, you're gonna get to see me baking pizzas for my family. We're doing a whole bunch of different flavors. But before that, I thought I'd show you guys me actually grocery shopping for all the ingredients I use in my pizza recipes. All right, so let's go pick up some of these ingredients. Speaking of pizza, we got a whole bunch of pizzas here, but here they actually sell their own pizza dough. Let's see what the ingredients are in this. Wow, look at all the different ingredients in that. I've bought this before, it's all right, but I prefer homemade, of course. So in my dough, it's just got flour, water, sourdough starter, and salt. That is it. 4 ingredients, but really it's only 2. It's the flour and the water. So really clean, really simple, and really easy to make. In this vlog, I'm not gonna show you how to make the whole dough, but I will show you how I fold it. And it's crazy how many ingredients store-bought dough has. For the sauce, I use whole canned tomatoes. And this is the brand I use. Normally, I buy this from Costco, but they do have it here for freaking $8.49. If you buy this whole pack at Costco, it's about, I think, $4 a can. So for my pizza sauce, it's really simple. It's whole tomatoes pulverized into a puree with garlic, olive oil, and maybe like red chili flakes. That's it. It's super simple, just like the dough. I don't like to put a lot in there, and you don't need to. I forgot a little bit of salt too, but yeah, whole canned tomatoes, pulverized, blended with garlic. That's all you need. Now for the cheese. Really simple. Obviously, mozzarella cheese. You can get the pre-shredded stuff, but I prefer the whole milk, whole piece of mozzarella. This is the dry stuff, so this is a classic melt and stretch. This is the brand I like to use, the Galbani, but that's also because that's what's here. It is $5.99 per pack, but yeah, this is what I'm going to be using today. A lot of people like to use a fresh mozzarella, which if you're doing like a Neapolitan and you have an actual pizza oven, you can totally use it, but there's a lot of moisture and you have to have a crazy hot oven, like 700, 800 degrees. I always insist on using a home oven, especially when I'm vlogging and teaching people. So that's why I buy the regular mozzarella and not the fresh stuff. All right, in the same section as the hot dogs, they do have pepperoni. Usually I try to get the stuff that's, you know, more natural, uncured pepperoni or even organic. I do like this stuff, Cup and Crisp, which is definitely not organic, but oh my God, these are so delicious. It brings me back to my childhood. And then Hormel, very standard. I think they sell this at Costco as well. But more than any one of these, there's a better place to get even more delicious pepperoni, and it's in the deli. Let's go over there. All right, always the deli meats are so much fresher, better tasting, and that also includes that pepperoni. See right there? Normally they'll fresh slice it for you, they just sliced it, but it's also a pretty good price, but I find the flavor is way better. I'm gonna get about a half a pound of that pepperoni, please. Do you guys slice that fresh every day?
Almost every day.
I love onions on my pizza, and normally I'm doing just a regular standard yellow onion, but today I'm gonna experiment with a red onion. Obviously, people know what a red onion is, but when you think about pizzas, it's typically a red onion you're using, and so today you're gonna see me cooking a chicken pizza, and we're gonna use a red onion with it. I'm gonna also use it for my pepperoni pizza. Just a note, when cooking with onions for a pizza, you can put it in raw, but what I like to do is coat it with olive oil and salt, and then it protects it from the high heat a little bit, and I find it makes it a little bit sweeter because it just cooks a little different and it doesn't get charred as much. Now today I am going to do a basil pesto. I'm not going to make it, but I'm just showing you how fresh the basil is here, which looks awesome. But instead, I'm just using the stuff I get at Costco, which is really delicious and of course a really good price. But every time I do a basil pesto, I always have to have heirloom tomatoes. Now these are not looking so hot. Looks like they got picked kind of early. I mean, like super early. But yeah, I'm just gonna probably go with these hot house tomatoes, which also look really good too. So we'll go with these guys, and they are organic. Something about a good heirloom tomato being baked at a high temperature with a little salt on it, paired with some pesto, is just freaking bomb. So yeah, one of my favorite pizza flavors, or toppings, I guess you could say. Also, I don't use sauce because I have the pesto that kind of acts like the sauce. So yeah, we'll go ahead and go with these two guys. That'll be enough right there. All right, for my cheese, I try to keep it simple with just the mozzarella, but there's one more cheese I always get, and it's Parmesan. So putting Parmesan in your sauce, like right before you're gonna cook it, or just sprinkling it on top after it's done cooking is amazing. So I always grab some Parmesan, and yeah, just the flavor you get to top this off is it's just delicious. But that's it. Got all my toppings. Now it's time to bake. All right, all right, all right. The trick is soup spoon for the sauce, and the sauce doesn't need to be fancy, just red sauce, garlic, salt, not even pepper, or crushed red pepper, I do like that, olive oil, and no seasonings. You barely want to cook it, and it's actually good to have it kind of raw because you want the acidity and the bite to come through. That's another reason why I put crushed red pepper in it. That technique right there. Boom, 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 boom. Parmesan cheese right on top, just like this. It's gonna really kick it up a notch. That umami right on the sauce. Mozzarella cheese, whole milk. I want the stiff kind, the hard kind, not that soft stuff. Though that works, but using a home oven, this is what you want to go with. If you're using a pizza oven that goes to like 700, 800 degrees, maybe, but I like this. It kind of has a classic American type of pizza feel. Really important, don't over cheese it. You want some gaps in there, especially because this is a super thin crust. Bam! Last but not least, salt. Little secret, crushed black pepper. Just a little bit, not too much, just enough. There we go. Bam! This goes in the oven. This is a Thermador, professional grade, 500 degrees. It does go to 525, which I'm curious about, but I've never cooked with it, so I'm just gonna go with what I do at home. 13 minutes. That's going. Gonna get the other dough ready, get the cheese for the kids, and then we're gonna do the chicken pizza next. Bang. Pop it in. Flour bath. Bam. Easy. Bit over. A bit. Okay, this is the trick. Once you get it to about this size, put your hands underneath, spread it, turn it. Put your hands underneath, spread it, turn it. Spread it, turn it. Other people do this, right? Where they stretch it, fold it over, and then turn it over. I mean, whatever method works for you. I find that the spread it, turn it is actually the easiest method. Use all your hands. Now, if you have big hands, it's probably a lot easier. Now, I do believe of stretching the edges like this a little bit. This just makes it so that's less likely to puncture a hole, because you definitely don't want to puncture a hole. Then, of course, throw it up in the air once it gets to a certain. I could keep going and put the sauce, the toppings and everything, but I'm not, because I can only get one pizza into the oven, and this still has 5 more minutes left. So I'm gonna wait, maybe actually I'll wait like 2 minutes and then I'll do the sauce, but it's all about timing. You don't want sauce to be on your pizza dough too long. Gosh, I love that this glass is clean, by the way. It's looking amazing. It's puffing up and it's almost done. Look, 30 more seconds and we'll be good to go. The key when baking pizza is you want the heat to stay in the oven, which is obvious, but if you leave that door open too long, you lose all the heat.
Quick, quick, quick!
Let it rest on there for probably like 1 to 2 minutes. Let that bottom really crisp up. Oh yeah. Let it on there. Rack is important because you still want to let it cool down without steaming the bottom. But let's take a look at the bottom. Huh? Woohoo! That looks good. This one ready for the next pizza. Dexter pizza cutter is the best. Okay. You slide it right on the rack again. So it doesn't get soggy. Kids, who wants the first cheese pizza? It's probably not too hot too. Shout out to Sanzo. Ah. about to do the chicken. Cheese base, no sauce. Barbecue chicken from yesterday, onions, garlic, which is gonna be amazing, and cilantro. I've never put cilantro on a pizza when I was cooking, so I'm excited for this. And then, will you put this on too? Yeah. Okay, sweet. And then she's gonna put this on. Got a cheese on the way as well that just got finished. Hear that? Oh, baby.
That's really good.
Go.
That's awesome, babe.
Considering it's leftover chicken too.
Yeah.
I can't even see him giving that.
Garlic and everything. Damn, that's so good. The last pizza, I went with the chicken again because we have some and it was so delicious and it was my favorite of the day. See, the thing about the chicken pizza, you have to cook the chicken beforehand, so it's kind of nice that we had leftovers from yesterday. This is leftover barbecue chicken. Look how it turned out. I can turn off this, put this on off. Boom. This oven just cooked 6 pizzas like a champ. Whoa, my gosh, look at that. Woo. There we go.